What's up, guys? This is my VOD review for Simplicity versus UKI Sukura. Sukura. I don't know exactly how to say it, but yeah, Sukura.
I don't care. Go if I don't go Jet. Who would you go?
I would probably go Rays, but it's six. You're basically a foot in the grave. Sorry, didn't
Yeah.
Oh, older than that.
Yeah, he's older.
I like this agent comp, actually. I think as long as you guys can play off of each other, I think this agent comp can work. I like the Rays pick. I kind of like the Brimstone pick. I prefer Omen, but I know that everyone else seems to consider Brimstone being better on this map. I think KO is kind of a meta pick for pretty much any map. And then and I think Sage is a safe pick, I guess. I don't know. I think the Sage pick is a little bit
record your.
Actually, you know what? No, I actually think the Sage pick is good. I just think it's
That's what I'm saying,
harder
like,
to
I'm
use
sorry
her than
about
people
saying
think.
this, but,
I think a lot of people
once
think
you
it's like some automatic easy, you know, some automatic easy agent, right? Like you pick it and no matter what, like it's not the wrong choice. But at the same time, I just feel like it's not super easy to like actually like capitalize on her whatchamacallit, her utility, like to actually like, you know, get somewhere with it. Or to like, you know, really benefit from her utility. I mean, her heal is good, her res is good, especially if you can actually farm that and keep using it. But I feel like time and time again I see people like kind of, I wouldn't say that they save their res, but they find themselves in situations too many times where they can't use the res, right? And that's just annoying.
Line up for Garden and for Hookah.
I wouldn't even mind if we got a bunch of util and we're still here. I wouldn't mind just all TPing. Yeah.
So I know the situation for you guys, right, is that this is a scrim. You guys are trying to kind of like you guys don't have a bunch of time to like practice and learn together, right? And so in game, I understand you guys are kind of like having to show each other stuff.
I'm leaving you, Race.
The problem I see here is I don't understand this 4-1 split. It's not horrible, right? But the problem is your Rays might desperately need help, especially because he has a teleporter behind him. And so, yeah, I worry a little bit about this setup. I think that there should be somebody supporting your Rays.
No one's in Garden, no one's in
Hookah. No one's Garden.
I got flashed.
Oh shit.
Hit twice.
Wow, he had tapped.
That's two.
Okay.
Player standing.
Okay, so a little bit of micro kind of adjustment here, I think, that I want to kind of just comment on is the way you kind of peek that. Your teammates kind of just get shit on, so that's okay, right? I think what I see here is that like you run peek, shoot 3 bullets, and then reload. Very Call of Duty, Battlefield, some other bullshit, right? It's a habit that gets picked up from pretty much any other game other than a tactical shooter, other than a shooter where like, you know, that timing really matters. And what happens during this, right? It's like no hate that you want to reload, like that's totally cool. But what happens is that you reload kind of when you don't need to. You give up an angle and look at some dead bodies. Maybe you're looking for a gun or something, but you give up an angle only to re-peek, and then now you're like, oh shit, like there was a sky like out of nowhere, right? So oh wait, you can't see that, huh? Okay, and then there's a sky like out of nowhere. So if you were to just have continued to hold or continue to fight the chamber, you will probably walk out with a kill there. You know, I think you probably would have killed that chamber. And you wouldn't have been surprised by the location of the sky, right? But like you let go of the angle. I think maybe your Sage also let go of the angle. So a little bit awkward. Your Raze doesn't have any support. And so your Raze just dies in hookah trying to peek that elbow player. Yeah, so a little rough.
Okay.
Player standing.
We lose Spike. Kind of a bummer. Might as well get the orb. Doesn't get the orb. Okay. Unless you get a kill here. Unless you get a kill here, then it's like, you know, 0 value. I guess if we can get one, get one, get one. Nope. Alright.
Alright, this is gonna be a lot harder than we thought.
Are we used to the last game unbind? Because I think we are.
Yeah, that last one was a joke.
That game did not help us. Let's say
No,
that.
not at all.
All right, save for next.
Yep.
Ready?
Okay, since now.
I would like to see you guys work on a little bit more like if this, then
Let's
that.
find their positions.
I need you guys
Let's find where
to...
they play.
Like, what I need to see out of these VODs is I need to see that this is a scrim and not like an unrated match. Like, it kind of looks and feels like you guys are just like 5 stacking.
Sova's plays here.
But you guys need to play and communicate and talk and work on things as if this is a scrim, you know?
Nice.
Just stay there, Topher.
Like if this is actual scrim, as if you're actually practicing, you're actually like learning something, you know? That could have easily been avoided if you had placed a turret. I don't know why you didn't place a turret.
We got 2 kills without guns, so that's not bad at all.
Always remember as a Killjoy, and keep in mind I am/was a Killjoy main. The turret is her strongest piece of utility, and it's free, so you have to freaking use it every round.
Strategy.
You know, it's okay if you're saving it for a time where you need it, but the problem was that your plan was never to take a site.
Yeah,
All
Jay,
you
play a
guys
little
did was
back.
hang out and
Yeah, you
spawn
might
this
be.
entire time. Like, see
Yeah,
this?
you play B.
This is considered spawn still. Like, I know it's market, but this is behind the barrier, so everyone here is still in spawn, and you guys all died in spawn. So if that's like the case, to just hang out here and try to grab utility, or like try to waste utility, find some info on where people are. You know, I would like to see you guys like definitely like at least the turret. Like you got to use the turret for sure. It's free.
He's close on the right.
I left your flank. I left your flank.
Oh, shit. Pack, you got to heal. You can work your way back towards.
I don't see
There's 1 lamps, 1 close on the right here. We gotta wait for a smoke.
Unsure what you're doing here.
Start coming over here.
Destroy that.
At this point
So
here, like while your Raze is fighting, I think you should be as a Killjoy. I think you got to be doing something here.
Close on the right.
You're kind of staring at the wall. I know you're kind of holding the right side, but the right side is a shit. So I know you're holding the right side here of this box right here. Like this is what you're holding, right? But the problem is, you're holding so far left that if your Raze dies, you can't help. Like you can't get that trade, at least not immediately. What should be happening, in my opinion, right, is that one of you guys needs to be scaling and advancing, right? So your Raze is holding the left, which is like the U-Haul, you know, peak, which is like the immediate threat. This right-hand side right here is an unknown threat. Like you don't know if anybody's there or not. You should be walking up on this, and I think you guys really should be. I'd really like to see you guys like bombard this player in U-Haul. I think it's the chamber. He's just gonna TP out, right? Like you guys know this. If it's the chamber, you guys know that if you guys freaking swing 5 people on him, he's not gonna fight it. Like he's just gonna TP out. So I think that I would like to see you guys respond to their aggression, even if it's mild aggression like little peaks. I'd like to see you guys respond to aggression with aggression.
Pack, you got to heal. You
Not
can
all
work
the
your way
time,
back
you
towards.
know, but I'd rather you
There's 1 lamps, 1 close.
I'd
on the
rather
right
you
here.
guys just
We gotta
not
wait for a
hide and
smoke.
sit back, you know, all the time.
Start coming over here.
So you know one's in
Kale.
U-Haul.
Guys, you could probably rotate towards Hook. I don't know though.
Yeah. And so that's one issue I see is that like your who is it? Your Brim? Yeah, your Brim makes contact here on A. You guys should freaking you guys really should, I think, speed up your rotate here. Like, you guys should be sprinting at this point.
I go long and hit Pack for a heal.
Oh, yeah, nice. Let's go.
Peeking this again. I peeked this. So far clear. Now they're gonna hear me.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys. I think you guys are like 15 seconds late there.
Quick.
One short. Your Raze is out. You guys got to go. Ooh. Too late for the orb. That's okay.
Get back to
Alright.
site. I'm gonna plant.
Yeah.
Shit, there's one more. In CT.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Down on your wall. Yeah.
Cross over.
Oh, Nova Dart's gonna tag you.
Hookah. Stay down. Hookah.
Last player standing.
Sorry, peeked it.
Swarm grenade.
It's a little bit baity,
It's so
this play, but if you can clutch this out, you're good. But location's a little bit baity.
Grenade out.
nice timing.
One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
You can play time.
Not on, you know he's not on. He can't be.
He's got to hit it again.
You don't even need to pick it.
There it is.
Calculated.
That was risky though.
I know.
Okay.
You can play more time. You
We're
can play
getting
more.
more.
So
Oh,
I
this
killed
is a
that
much
brim and didn't
better
realize there's
trajectory.
another guy behind him, Zach. That
Alright,
dude fucked my
I
world up.
I think in general we have to stick a little default because we
No,
can't
that's good.
just crush us. So we have to keep. If we're all gonna go B, we have.
But we have to start with a little bit of a plan.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So someone showers if we're all gonna go B. If we're all gonna go A, someone at least, you know.
Alarm bot out.
That's my opinion.
Did they push you, showers?
No, I
You
pushed.
peek.
You want to play? Let's play.
Shot
Be
over.
careful with top. Deacon.
One garden, I think.
I just killed
Let's peek
Dart
this.
on B.
Ready?
Okay, I'm flashing for heaven. Wait, just wait.
TP'd, chamber TP'd, I think away.
I'm gonna throw this.
Let's get a smoke up.
One hot that is.
Oh, I did.
Make sure you guys check that close left.
They smoked us.
It always
Never
scares
mind.
me when you guys don't
Wait it
check
out,
that.
Wait it out.
I need you guys to not. Also,
I can clear U-Haul with the.
I know that the smoke kind of freaks you guys out, but I need you guys to not allow for their smoke to do such a good job. You know, so like literally, like once the smokes drop, like the call out I hear like 3 rounds now is like, oh, wait it out. You know, we want to bombard and surprise them. You know, and so I'd like for you guys to be fast. And I'd like you guys to be past the smoke at this point. Like, oh, the smoke came down. Like, let's get past it. You know, let's shorten the distance here. You know. Also, I don't know what's up with your money. Oh, I think you. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, you clutched up, so you have a gun, and everyone else is like kind of struggling. Yeah. So I'm hoping to see towards the end of this. I'm hoping to see that you guys are responding to their utility a little bit quicker and just like having a plan that's more than just like, oh wait, or oh hide, you know.
Let's do that. And then let's get a smoke and let's push.
Like look at where your raise is at. So your raise is in smoke, already executing. You're
Alright, we're
still
going in.
slow walking. You know,
There's one fucking
you're
U-Haul still.
you're too far away to
Don't try anything
trade,
here.
and now you're ratting on site,
I'm in hookah.
right?
Fucking stupid.
Yeah. See, so because of like where you got yourself and how you decided to play it right there, like you're too far away from your raise to trade and to help, and then you got into a position to rat where your KO is now trying to help you, right? But now your KO is fighting and dying, but you're in a rat position, and so I think that these are a couple rounds that like you guys are throwing or you guys are losing. And then your Sage seems to have successfully lurked over onto the opposing site like twice now, right?
No, we got
One
it, we
thing
got it.
I would want you to do, Sage, is I would want you to, when you don't have Spike and you don't have a supporting teammates and you don't have
I'm a bit
anything,
scared after that third round.
I would not continue to lurk because we don't want for the opposing team to know that you're a lurker yet. Not until you win a round off of it, you know? And you did win a round off the other time, but they didn't really know you were a lurker because of how slow the team rotated last time. Because of how slow your team rotated last time, they don't actually know that you lurked B. They just know that everyone was B. Like everyone eventually rotated to B. But this time, they know that you're actually lurking B. But because it's, I mean, no offense, it's just like, I'm not saying that you can't win this. It's just a very unlikely, you know, situation to win. At this point, you might be better off just saving your gun or just going back. And like, if you're just going to die, then die like A short or A long or something. But we don't want to give up the idea that like you're making it onto B site for free because we don't want for them to start anchoring somebody there and then, you know, killing us for that. Do you ADS with a Phantom? I can't do it. I can ADS with a Vandal, no problem, but ADSing with a Phantom to me feels horrible. Since you're here, just do some eco damage.
I was gonna say they have an op, but that's just Chambers' gun.
Where are we going
We
this
had that if we
time?
pushed.
Remember what worked in the past.
You gotta come back earlier, Jay.
If anyone wants to flank,
Here.
do that.
Well, when we're talking about smoking and entering, you gotta start coming back.
So, what's your name? Demo. So the reason why I'm so harsh on you, right, is because you're kind of taking on this role in this game right now, or this match, kind of as like a shot caller, right? And you're kind of telling your teammates what they need to do. I'm not saying that you're completely wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong all the time. But the thing is you only know that from hindsight. In the moment, like, at least like for what I remember is that, like, I remember the callouts being just like wait for the smoke, and then also watching like everybody kind of hiding. And I see your Raze is willing to take first contact. Your Raze is actually willing to take contact, hold positions. I think that, you know, when things go wrong in a round and you start losing teammates, then it's like, obviously it becomes really tough to have to adapt to that. One thing I would say is that as far as the previous round, and I'm only saying this because like you had mentioned something about it to, it sounds like you're talking to your KO, is that your position doesn't help your KO. So your KO can die from a U-Haul peak, or somebody peeking the truck, or somebody peeking triple, right? Or heaven, right? So there's like 4 like main areas that your KO needs to watch in order to even get to you. So your KO is like cautious about 4 areas before he can get to you. Whereas because of where you were, basically your KO has to die before you die. Because of, you know, like because of the angles, right? Like your KO is going to be seen first from all 4 angles then before you would. And so like your only threat really, I guess, because it was smoked in front of you, I guess the smoke exit was like your only threat. I think in situations like that, I think you need to figure out a way to swing out and hold something for your KO to get to you, or you guys need to clear something together. And then also I would want to look into the round and just check and see like where the KO was. I know the KO was with you A short, and so I'd want to know why we have such a huge divide. It's like your Raze goes in, and then like 3 seconds later KJ goes in, and 3 seconds later KO comes, you know. And then I'd want to know your Sage, I know, successfully lurked, and then I would want to know where Brimstone was at, like where we're losing some of our teammates. Brimstone, I feel like we're losing you away from the rest of the team. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think we might be losing you, like, and you're not with the team when that happens.
I'm clearing hookah with the boombot.
Should move in quicker, yeah. They darted, short, Sky's hookah.
He's pushing.
One's
Oh, that's
pushing
a
up.
fake.
Euro fake.
He's trying to condition us there.
Chambers, Sky.
All right, so I want to go back a little bit and see. Your KO is taking a fight solo.
Fuck, I missed. That last one.
Yeah, when I looked at the mini map, you guys were like here and here, and I was like already, I don't know.
Okay, so Brim is trying to go long. No, never mind.
I'm
Brim
gonna
is just
clear-
Or
bunny
flanked
hopping or
or
something in spawn.
I'm clearing hookah with the
Okay,
boombot.
so let's see. Brim is gonna help Hookah. Brim is gonna help Hookah. Cool.
They darted, short.
Okay, Brim, I think you're playing counter flash. I think that's why you're playing so
Oh,
far
that's a
back.
fake.
Euro fake.
He's trying to condition us there.
Chambers, Sky.
Okay, so Brim, I know that you have this innate thing, right, where you want to trade your KO, and I totally get that. I absolutely understand that you want to avenge your teammate. But what I want you guys to do is, I'm hoping that you guys can start responding to their aggression with equal opposing aggression. So, like, instead of trying to get this trade, which is unlikely because I wouldn't say it's unlikely, it's just a 50-50. Like, you're not there anymore, right? To like actually like take advantage of a trade. You're just like gonna go for an avenge kill. So what I would like to see, instead of you like throwing your plans to take hookah with your Raze, instead of you throwing that plan out the door because your KO got killed because of their aggressive chamber, I would like to see you and Raze respond to KO getting shit on by sprinting it down hookah, right? And you guys would 2v1 the Sky instead of you splitting into this 50-50 fight between the Sky and the Raze and a 50-50 fight between the Brim and the Chamber. Yeah, so something to kind of keep in mind is that I'd like to see you guys start to respond to their aggression like that. Like basically, if they're aggressing on this side of the map, then I want you guys to aggress on the opposing side of the map. And then honestly, off this contact too, I'd like to definitely see KJ and Sage start to take some space here because of yeah.
That wasn't a fake.
Good trade. Good trade. I'd like to see you, yeah, fast res and go away. Fast res, go away.
Which way we want to go?
Run it down. Run it down. Run it down. Oh,
Let's get another pick.
there it is.
Let's go B.
Run A. Run A.
We go B?
Yeah, let's go.
Guy was on B.
Go quick. I'm gonna get my ult, I think.
Let me heal you.
Someone clear a site, because I'm not going to.
Needing
I'm
back
gonna
sight.
plant. Oh, he's guarding. Get that trade. I went too early.
I'm looking at him. I'm looking at.
Nice. Alright, keep going.
Look at CT.
Going elbow.
CT.
Get the plant.
I'm not sure what that comm is. Someone clear sight because I'm not going to. I don't really like that. I guess you know, I mentioned this, right? We don't want to leave too much up for interpretation, and it's because some people are better than others. Some people understand what that means. Some people don't. You know, so we have to be pretty specific. But other than that, good round. Well done. Awesome seeing the res. I like seeing that. I think that's important. I think one issue people have is trying to hold their reses, like the Sage ults, and that's something I think that's
What do we want to do?
kind of annoying, honestly. I think people who save their ults is kind of annoying, unless you brutally don't need it or if it's a disadvantageous. So it's something like if you don't want to use your jet ult, I kind of understand because like some people are just really trash with it, you know.
I can molly hookah. Maybe he creates some space.
Darting again. Short.
Who's next?
Sky dog. Sky dog long.
Dog long B.
Okay, remember
I'm
his
like, I don't know if
ult
that's a fake or
He's
not.
on me.
his ult makes it really clear.
Crew's on me somewhere.
Nice.
Good job.
All right, respond to it quick,
Alright, let's get a
guys.
smoke and go away.
Okay, I'm dropping back.
Someone go in lamps.
So another example where you're kind of just saying somebody go lamps, right? And it's because like, you know, you guys don't know where to go and who needs to go where, you know.
Thank you.
One's coming flank. One's flank.
CT.
Watch
CT.
me and you, Christian. I'm crossing a bit.
I've got your
All
trail.
right. Remember, you're the flank watcher. Your team cannot die because of the flank here.
He knows I'm here. Hit him, matey.
Sky's there. Cross me.
It's unfortunate your team isn't there to help Sage. You gotta help that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sage. See, Sage, you're not only did she walk past the cross, which it might have been smoked, but still walk past the cross. But now that Sky has walked up and has killed your KO, so you're in a position that like you can't trade anything.
You guys got this time. Just go back.
Nice.
Quick, guys. So right there it was good, but I think you're calling it right, Demo. When we get a pick, we need to be more decisive, and that was really what the what his name was saying. We need to be decisive when we get the picks and move.
Yeah,
not
just go.
Sit back and wait.
Okay. Sky dog gears. Sky dog gears.
I'm what's his face.
There's always gonna be two somewhere.
I'm the what's its face that says that you need to do something about the kills you get.
Long.
Long. If we have somebody swing wide when that Sky does it and somebody else destroys the dog, I think we just push her.
She skied twice here, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, so here's something that I think needs to happen. Okay, no offense. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this video.
I will still
Where am I
boom
putting my ult? In garden?
Buka. I will boom by.
We're not the
That's a
idiot.
good ult right there.
I feel like the way you guys are playing, to me, this doesn't look any different. This doesn't look any different than unrated or comp or like, you know, like
Yours, yep, fake.
like are you guys really doing trying harder, or do you guys really feel like you guys are doing like more teamwork
Someone
in this
teleport them,
scrim than
right?
you are in the others, you know?
Yeah, Zach,
Um,
closer, Topher.
I feel like that
Let's just hold here for a second.
See if we catch him on the.
yeah, I feel like that's something that I sense, is that like this kind of feels like it's unrated or maybe comp, you know?
Let's push
I get a lot of people who request me to like review their comp games.
Yeah, she came out and I was looking right.
Two are here, yeah, two are. Chris, your alarm bot looks like it's down.
Okay.
What do you want to do? What are we doing? What are we doing?
So yeah, I think at this point, see, Brim, you're doing it again, right? So your raise ended up dying to this person, this Sky, right? And so you are abandoning it seems like you guys are kind of abandoning your A short plan, right? Or at least you are abandoning it, and you want to avenge this Sky, you know?
Let's try to get that pick. Oh,
Um,
great. Got him. Alright, let's go B.
Run it down B. Yep, there it is. Pull your gun out though. Oh my god. To your right, brother.
30 seconds left.
Bro. Oh my gosh. Jump out. Everybody jump
Not
out.
at all.
Thank God. Oh no. Oh God, please.
Spike down B. Last player standing. One
Good
enemy
trade.
remaining. 10 seconds left.
Might be CT.
Bro, no, you gotta stick it. Oh, shot.
Pop the ult, but then he knows where you're at.
Oh, let's go, bro.
Nice shit.
Good work.
I can't believe I let Chamber kill me.
Alright, yo, I don't know how that Brim got it. I mean, I didn't do a good job clear.
What's side B?
In the league, we're gonna be playing up to plat 3, so.
I feel like
Yeah, we're gold.
Alright, let's do A again. But someone's side B.
In the league, we're gonna be playing up to plat 3, so.
I feel like they single
like
file
it's too
line
cocky yet.
into that.
No, they
fucking
did. They went one at a time.
right. I feel like they single
It's like
file
it's too
line.
cocky.
In the league, we're gonna be playing up to plat 3, so. Okay, Sky
Nova,
Flash.
Nova Dart, back off. Oh, we need to let that not even. I'd say next time, don't even shoot it. That way, out.
I like that idea. I don't know who called that. I think Daryl. I think that was you. That was a good call. So now that you shoot it every round, so you've done this like 7 times in a row. Now on this 8th one, well, I guess 8 times in a row. So what Daryl was thinking is on the 9th one, you let the dart go. Don't be detected by it. Don't make any noise. Once the dart's clear, you know, on its own after the 3 ticks, that you're gonna walk up it. Hopefully, you can do it by surprise. But I'm hoping that you guys can explode onto sight off of it and not just slow walk your ass onto sight every round. I'd like to see a lot of that speed. Your Brim has taken control of showers alone, it seems. Your Sage is lurking towards hookah. In order for this play to work, in my opinion, Brim and then the A short players, you guys need to start pushing on site at the same time, in my opinion. Sage, I think they desperately need your wall. I don't think you should be the lurker. I think that you can have I think Killjoy should be the lurker. I don't know if you're the right person to be the lurker, but I do think that in this situation, I think that something that's really helping you guys actually get A site and play on A site is probably going to be the Sage. And so I think I would like to see you guys switch that up a little bit. And then yeah, other than that, with the positions you guys are in order for this to work, I think, Sage, you need to make first contact. I would like to see you make first contact. And the moment you make contact is the moment that your A short players or than your A players. It's the moment your A players start to make noise. But because Raze is clearing it with the Roomba, there you go. Respond back onto A. I would like to see you guys run A instead of this game plan change again, right? So this is round after round. This is kind of what I'm talking about. How your Sage has died to the Sky. You guys are too far to do anything about it. Like, honestly, like, you guys are way too far to get that trade. But you guys have now abandoned your plan. Like, you guys totally had a plan. You guys have abandoned your plan in order to try to get an avenge kill, right?
We go with you.
Like to see you guys, instead of responding in that way, I would like to see you guys respond with attacking the A site, you know, more aggressively. Because, like, look at all this time we've wasted and spent, you know? And during that time, your Brim made contact, but we didn't go up A short. So we didn't get control of A short. Yeah, so at this point, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like we had, I don't know how much time, we have, like, we wasted like a minute so far, right? So it's like, I feel like we really just got to, we got to respond with this. See, we could have done that shit like, 60 seconds ago. One short, you when your teammate's being shot at from short, you gotta swing that.
Spike down A.
I don't think you ever turn it around. Yeah. One right behind you. Luckily your Raze got it, but
Spike down A.
Guy like what?
I'll keep back there, Sky. Or someone.
Ah, fuck.
No, 80 on
I
the
may have.
chamber.
Watch your lamps.
One enemy remaining.
Lamps. Nice shit. Because they can't shoot me from lamps. They
In the last game was
like right there, pretty much.
yeah, that's what I was doing when I was Omen the last game, was holding that for you.
Probably have it. I have.
And I should have
Let's
bought that.
play.
He had 7,000.
Oh wait, he's probably have it. I have.
Demo, I'm not sure what you're looking at. I feel like you're often like kind of looking at a wall. I think you might have a problem where you look at your mini map a lot.
Hold on, don't go into hookah. Don't go in there.
I'm planning.
There is back here as well. I did too. I thought I was in that corner that was no fucking molly.
You're good. It's playtime. You don't even need to be.
You have alarm bot and a turret up. You know, remember, like I said, it's kind of one of my pet peeves, especially to see that, like, you know, like, that utility needs to be used every round.
Bomb grenade out.
You got the wall, so they can't. The wall's still up.
Hey, you've got your.
Okay, they gotta come from lamps. They come from lamps. They have to.
Turrets destroyed. One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
Alright, you won this. You won this. You get there.
Nice.
Save your gun. Go
It's fine.
Well, they use chambers.
That are, you know, 1 or 2 away
Post this one, Brim.
from shower.
Better.
Well pushed in.
Placing alarm bot.
I actually don't like this turret, or not that turret. Sorry, that alarm bot location. I feel like it doesn't allow you to like go anywhere. Like, you're so like, you know, locked. And then also, I would like to see you guys respond to that A aggression with aggression on B. So I don't want to see you guys really slow walk this, because you guys,
Let's go back around.
like, I want you guys to kind of pay attention to like how little space you gained off of your teammates dying, right? But I want you guys to try to take advantage of taking space when your teammates die, because even if your teammates die, like, you can try to gain some benefit out of it, right? And you got basically 2 options. It's either, if you're close enough, if you're playing with your teammate to get that trade, right? So that way you're taking advantage of your teammate's death by trading, or you can respond to the opponent's aggression with equal opposing aggression, but not like at the same source. It could be like on the other side of the map, right? And so you're taking advantage of like the opponents being aggressive on one side of the map by going the total opposite. But the thing is, in order for that to work, like, you got to do it pretty quickly, because if you slow walk your way over there, then it gives your it gives that player on A who aggressed out showers. He's just running it down, and he's like, hey, there's nobody out here. There's nobody out here. There's nobody outside of A. So now suddenly the rest of the team, the opposing team, is all getting ready on B. So that means like the A players are starting to rotate over to B. And so if you're not quick enough, you're going to end up in like a, like a 3v5, which is winnable. It's just less winnable, So we want to try to respond with, your opponent's aggression with equal aggression, like on the other side of a map. But I don't want you guys to be so stuck on that, I just want you guys to break away from slowing down, right? Like we don't want for the opponent's aggression to be successful, right? So I want you guys to learn how to take advantage of it. I want you guys to learn how to play around it. I want you guys to get creative and, speed the pace up a little bit. Like I know that it takes time and you guys need time to like comprehend what's happening, but you guys have played this game long enough to have been in these situations before. The problem, I think, is that you guys aren't really like, you guys don't have that instinct, or it's not in your like I don't know, like arsenal of skills. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, I know you guys have been in this exact situation before or similar, right? And you guys probably lost it because it just wasn't really too fair. It was like a 4v3. It was harder on you guys to win. So in the past, let's say like we think of this situation and think of how you lost it, or maybe you won it, right? But the problem is that you guys aren't able to, in your mind, like very quickly respond and come up with the solution to this problem, right? So because of that, we tend to default to this idea that's like, hey, play slow, just play for picks, right? Because you guys can't think of what to do. And so one way to combat that is going to try to set up some protocols, right? And it doesn't have to be big. I think too many people think it's like these big elaborate things. It doesn't have to be big elaborate plays. Like literally just little things, It could just be like, hey, like let's hold this flank. Let's have these 3 players like run it down B. Like run it down B long. If they can get B long, great. If they can't, then we're gonna freaking sprint the other way. Like that is like a perfect protocol. If this, then that. You guys can get shit on everywhere, right? But I would like to see you guys have some plays that are just a little bit quicker, rather than like this thing where I see everyone slow walking in spawn still, right? So yeah, just food for thought.
We have time. Yeah, let's go this way.
Keep your old util up.
I don't know if they're packing around here. So.
Walk faster with your knife out. I know you don't want to get surprised, but I'll pull my
I really dislike that you're going to use your turret here. Please do not use your turret here. Thank God.
Okay, let's try to explode into A.
From where? It's very choky.
Oh, and actually, yeah, he's gonna know as soon as you do this. So
50 seconds. They don't take
get over here, Jay. Res this guy.
I can't. I need to pull. Oh, I need to. Is the orb up?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'd say keep that in mind.
Did you check the right-hand side? I wasn't paying attention for a second.
Should I rest?
I think you did.
Either one of us
Brim.
has all.
30 seconds
Brim,
left.
Brim, Brim, Brim. I was gonna say
Remember, they know that res was A.
Let's go.
Got to get out here.
Yeah.
Cover me. Push.
Evan.
Triple. Triple right up. Who's next? There's a euro.
10 seconds left.
Oh, he's right there.
Last player standing.
There's no time.
Not bad. It feels like you
Yeah,
just
we're
got.
raped over.
It feels like you guys got 1v4'd. I don't. Oh shit! Did you? I think you did. Holy shit! Oh,
Guys, it's that way. So they might
it
eventually.
happens. I guess. I don't know.
I kind of want to go B long. Somebody want to go B long with me?
Okay.
Be good.
You want to do this?
What
fast
I would
and
like to
slow?
see you guys do. Or just what I would like to see you guys do over the next like couple weeks is really just like learn from these kinds of mistakes and learn from these kinds of situations. We can't wait too long, because if we wait too long, then whoever is your spike planner is forced to just like run out there and just try to get the spike down. But the problem is that Killjoy, you weren't ready to fight that that Yoru that's behind triple, because you were like, your mind was occupied with trying, like thinking like, oh, I just need to run out with run out, get the bomb down. Yeah, I think that I think for the most part, like I know I have said like I want the bomb down like ASAP, but there's times, but I really think like we need to kind of take a step back from like trying to get too creative with like running down the clock, and I would like to just see you guys just like trade each other, always be ready with your gun out, like and then also like strategic pacing. I'm not saying that you guys need to run everywhere you go. I would just like to see some purpose to it, not just like this slow walk thing everywhere. Slow walk in your own spawn, slow walk here, slow walk when, trying to meet up with your teammate, slow walk when you're trying to trade for your teammate. I just feel like that we can, have speed the pace up a little bit, but also just like, kind of have some purpose when we do it. Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, I think we Zach, can you smoke here and we hit the TP? Fuck it.
I'm blind.
He did that before.
He's not running out. Yeah.
So that's a
Right,
check.
we're
They're gonna start
hitting
flanking
TP.
us. So
You guys get ready.
Alright.
Deeper, Christian, because they could push.
No, I know, but if I go too far, then it goes out of range when we're going
One
B.
more. One there.
Come on,
90,
guys.
58. He's hit for 90.
Oh my god, 120 on the chamber. He TP.
Yeah, see, it's this awkward split. I don't like this awkward split that you guys are doing.
Taking some space.
Oh shit, this has turned into a 2v3. You guys can absolutely win this. Silva's on site. Brim probably went back into showers.
I think we gotta go.
Probably hiding in showers. Gotta be quick. Gotta be quick.
Wolves over here as well.
You can't just slow walk entry everything. You gotta be a little quicker than that.
Lure, you got your ult.
Get ready.
30 seconds left.
I would like to see you
Swarm grenade. Turret out.
the thing is, like, when you're out of range with your alarm bot, I'd like to see you pick that up, because by the time the bomb is planted, you could have your alarm bot back. What's your Brim doing? Oh, your Brim better have his ult or a lineup, because that's... You're not helping, Brim. Oh, you do? Okay.
I fucked up. I should have stayed tucked in. I thought he was gonna peek me lamps.
You hit your
In the lamps.
You thought he was gonna peek you lamps. You had a turret in there.
Last round to
You
use
hit
our
your mollies,
crits and
you run away
abilities.
though, we win
Don't waste
that,
your firepower.
then
Yeah.
we can get that.
14 seconds.
I
Get
fucked
the
up.
Brim all off.
Someone grab the
Man,
bomb. I'll go grab the bomb. That's
I got put.
You got chamber and garden or hookah. He jumped out of he was in hookah. You got chamber and garden or
Skies there.
See, this is... I no offense, but man, this is... It's such a slow be long, I can't help but think, like, I'd like to speed this up a little bit here.
chamber's got a TP.
I've got your trail.
But now that their Sky's ulting, now the Sky is going to know where you guys are at.
There's a chamber.
If the Sky is here on B site and the jellyfishes start coming from in front of you, then it's like, I understand you guys want to be cautious here. But they're like not here. It sounds like they're probably in hookah or A short. So it's like, let's freaking
I have my ult.
run this shit down, guys. Run it down.
Old garden. Yeah. Oh, we gotta cover you. Chamber's gonna be.
Whew. The heck was that? All right, run it down, guys. Just hit the ult and freaking go.
Oh, they're smoking it out.
Go fast, go fast.
Back.
Yeah, flash.
Guys, go on site. On site, guys. On site. Don't run away.
Go in. Let's go.
Okay, so that I think is just a shit ton of baiting each other. Your KO is flashed out and is on site. But I don't know where you're going. So like Killjoy, I don't know why you ran out, and then Sage is also running out, and then Killjoy, you're just watching your Sage. You know. Oh, we gotta get out here.
Oh, you got bomb. I already put my mollies down.
All right, you gotta watch elbow for your Sage, because they can walk out elbow right here. And you have a turret still, and your alarm bot's down. You gotta pick up your alarm bot. You can get everything. Listen for the tap. They tapped. They tapped. Oh, they shot out everything. Oh my god, what a choke. Holy shit. Let's go, bro.
What the? That's beautiful.
Switching sides.
What a way to clutch out the attack.
Whilst you had an awesome double spray headshot thing, no offense, you got lucky. And then it was a little sloppy. I'd say sloppy getting up to it, right? Like at the end, I'll be honest, it was cool. You know, clip that. It was amazing. But we don't want to try to win every round based off of clutch, right? Like, because like that's just them messing up. Like I don't know what the hell they think they're doing with their utility. They literally just like are all just running at you like that shit, and they didn't even try to shoot you. You know. But I would like to see I'd like to see you guys just like outclass these guys and really just like respond quickly, you know, to what they're doing. You know, kind of just like having like set like if this then that kind of protocols. Overall, you did it. Good job. Good clutch. You guys came out on bind attack 7-5. That's great.
Nope, not there. Better lucky than good, like Zach was just saying.
We need to block him off. Or...
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Nothing be long.
Okay, so at this play, I like your turret setup. So on defense, you have awesome setups. On attack, your setups are trash. No offense, but they are. I think that we can work on them, but I think in a situation like this, like where you don't need to peek, I would like to see you peek off of your turret. I think that'd be a good practice and also can really catch some of the opponents off guard. I think holding that angle where you're looking down a short like this, like this, I think looking down that way it's too risky because like you could die, right? Because I noticed you tend to not buy armor your first round, your pistol round. You could die pretty easily by an accidental headshot by a ghost. And then all of your utility drop. So I think you can probably, because like you know they can't really attack you until the turret spots them. So I'm thinking that you wait for your turret at this point. You know? But I don't know. Just an idea.
Toward the wall. Look toward the wall. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Nothing be long. Watch A.
Okay.
Here,
Watch
A short or A showers.
Wait,
Whatever
what'd you
call
call
it.
B? Not B long?
Not be long.
Okay.
Showers, he said. It's a bath.
They called B long.
That's short. That's A short, yeah.
There's one over here. He's on the
You got
box.
that,
Found them. Spawn grenade out.
South, you got that? Nice.
Yeah,
You got him
yeah.
crunch. The showers.
I fucked up.
Showers and
Yeah, they're gonna go to.
Demo. Too much of that. I've heard you say that too many times. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Too much of that. Gotta stop. I'm not saying you gotta stop saying that. I'm saying that you gotta stop getting yourself into a situation where you need to say that. You know what I mean? Sage,
Alright,
you just watched your
55,
teammate just die.
Sky 43, Silva.
Waiting for you.
Oh shit, let's go, dude.
One drop back to try and
Your Sage is fighting. You gotta start doing something, KO.
Spike planted.
What are you dying to? Oh, U-Haul.
Player standing.
I was wondering. I was like, I thought you were like getting shot from the truck or something.
Another one close, right?
You get a wall, you can wall off that side.
fuck me.
No charges left.
Watch your
No
flank.
charges left. No charges left.
Sorry.
You're good. Plan would have worked, I think, if you got.
Okay, Zach. I'll let you know when I'm done.
Placing sentry.
3, 2.
Are you close?
Hey, short. I walled it. Hey, short.
I dinked them.
Good
Get the
head
hell outta
dink.
there.
Holy.
We're A short.
Placing swarm. Swarm grenade out.
I'm flanking Zip.
Placing swarm grenade.
I would hope that you guys wouldn't double flank on like a save round, but truth is like you guys are winning actually. That's pretty good. Guys, just freaking running down these guys.
By lamps.
Sage, don't let go.
There you
Nice.
go.
Holy shit. You guys should not have won that.
Test.
So was in front of me.
You guys hear him?
Flashing for.
We're flanking. Everyone hold. I missed.
One enemy
All right,
remaining.
the other one just
Last
crossed.
player
Hit 80.
standing.
One just came out of the
44 on Sova long.
Coming back. They're going back A.
I'm pushing out.
I missed.
One enemy
All right,
remaining.
the other one just
Last
crossed.
player
Hit 80.
standing.
Coming to you. Coming to you. Good job.
God, they're always gonna be.
Once you hear it, you can just swing like that. Alright.
I walled off short, and I heard one there. Leave your shit. There's gonna be
They're
a gun
close.
off site. They're
Close to
planning.
B.
Spike planted.
Bot coming back. Recalling my bot.
You're on site. Deep.
Try to get one of their guns.
Here.
Last player standing.
Sorry, guys.
That's my
I'm
fault.
sorry, Sage, but when your team
Message sent.
There, dinked.
when your team is engaging into that fight, like you got to be out there. I don't know what stopped you, but you definitely need to be out there.
Go back the other way.
Like if your team is fighting from elbow, you need to be fighting from CT. And
There, dinked.
all I know is that your team made it out, but you didn't make it out of CT, and you have full armor and full health. So I don't know what happened, but
Last player standing.
what I'm gonna say is that while your team was fighting, you were not fighting,
That's my
and we
fault.
want to try to
Message
we kind of want to make sure that you're fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the other way.
And I don't mean to be, insensitive. It's just, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like that was like, what was that? Like a 4v, what was it?
Close to B.
This was a 4v5 situation, 4v5 retake.
coming back. Recalling my
And it's like your team
Try
seems to
one
get
of
some,
their guns.
some decent kills here, I think. Never mind, they don't get any kills.
Last player
Right, so
standing.
what happens, it was a 4v5 retake, but now it turned into a 1v5 retake because you stopped engaging into a fight. It's like you were CT, but then you decided to not go CT anymore. And then while your team was fighting, you still, like, you weren't pushing CT, like I feel like you could have been out there, probably get like 1 or 2 kills, and then maybe like the others shoot them in the back while they're shooting at your teammates, yeah, I don't know. Timing was just a little bit rough. And I know Demo has been saying like we got to work on our timing, and it's like that's true. It's just Demo, like I was saying, that the problem with saying that we got to work on our timing is that that's like a blanket statement. Like it could mean anything. And good timing and bad timing is like really subjective, right? What we need to work on, like what can help define what good timing is, I would say, is like in this situation, is to be fighting when your team is fighting. So like when your team has engaged into a fight, that is your call to start pushing. So if your players if your teammates are executing from elbow on this retake and you're CT, you need to be out of CT or fighting from CT. Like you got to be doing something while your team is executing from elbow. We don't want to end up all the time in this situation. Like we don't want to always be in a clutch situation where we have like one person versus however many. Yeah. So that's kind of what I mean when I say like, like timing is like a blanket statement because it could really mean anything, you know. But for this situation, it's going to be fighting when your teammates are fighting, right? I think is going to be the biggest thing.
Sorry, guys.
That's my fault.
So I definitely tried. Right.
Message sent.
There, dinked. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just play for ego.
Right, get out of here.
No, it's just everyone right here.
Done like an idiot.
I know, and I was trying to find you, Gun, and I told you.
Look.
Chris, I was telling you to stay, but I realized your turret was only.
Do we want to call timeout? Or are we good?
At a wall.
I think we're good.
Thanks.
Zach.
Launch out.
Once you hear this,
Placing swarm grenade.
I have my.
Placing swarm grenade.
Should I risk my life for it? Or should
Point out.
that's okay. Yeah.
You want to play? Let's play.
So you have a setup to deny.
Can you get
You have a setup to deny hookah control, which is great, and you're also playing from hookah. It's also great. You've done this setup before. I would like to see you really capitalize on your utility. The last time you played this exact setup, you said, "Oh, I fucked up." Okay, so I would like to see you successfully do it this time because this
Soving over
is
here.
like your second time trying this.
showers?
The Sova's here by A. They're coming A. Coming A.
Showers aim short. Too shower.
Found them. Swarm grenade. Turret. Swarm grenade out.
Coming to help you, Chris. Wait.
Not horrible.
Spike is here.
Oh, and you have Spike. Let's go,
Yes.
Sage. I like your
Last player standing.
That's unfortunate. I like your quick decision thinking. But it seemed that I don't know. It just seemed like you guys really weren't fully ready for something like that. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That was winnable. Good try though. Good try. That was winnable, but good try.
Bye for next.
Damn, you guys have 4 ults. What are you guys doing saving your ults? Holy shot.
So far, no flanks by these. No lurking by these guys. If you see him, just assume you could start crunching them, and there's not gonna be a lurker.
We have 5
Placing
ult,
swarm grenade.
so if we have to play for post plant, we don't have to push them.
I'm buying for next round.
Placing swarm grenade.
I would like to hear some callouts. Instead of saying we have 5 alts, we can play for post plant. I think that we kind of need to give like specific. I would like to see more specific calls, right? Like I want to see you guys like do things on purpose and not just like willy nilly wing it all the time, you know? Because honestly, that's really what makes it. I think that's really what makes it seem like a regular game, like you're just playing unrated or something. Like that's what makes it to me seem like it's not any different. Like this doesn't seem like a scrim to me. It just seems like any old match, you know, like unrated. You know, it's like nobody here really cares. You guys aren't really running any strategy at all. You know, you guys are just kind of see if we can get a pick, play slow is like pretty much like the only like. Not even a strat, it's just like an idea, you know? I would like to see you guys like really try a setup. I'd like to see you guys bait for each other. I'd like to see you guys like really go for trades, like, you know, maybe like aggress different parts of the map at different times. Buddy up 2 people, maybe the Raze and the KO. I think I would like to see you guys buddy up a little bit more, you know, and then or maybe you could do like the KO and the Sage. I don't know. Whoever the 2 you think have good chemistry together and they can just go slay is basically what you need. And then the rest of your teammates are the ones who kind of like are anchors and they hold it down while you guys go have some fun on some side of the map, right? So that's kind of what we want to achieve. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm just gonna hit play.
Yep. Bye for
That
next.
wall would have worked out if
Placing alarm bot.
drop the wall real quick.
Yeah, that wall was solid.
Placing sentry.
Couple 2A.
Yeah, they're going A again. Guys, come back here.
Yeah.
They're doing the same shit.
We got our ults, dude. Use some ults in this round.
Out. Initiate.
Help me cover this.
Nice.
They're not.
Ah, get out of there.
I killed him.
Want me to res you?
No.
Vandal, there's a vandal.
Spike planted.
Close. Shit.
Last player standing.
Sage, another situation where you have found yourself in a 1v4, but you were one of the first on this side, actually, I think.
They're not.
Yeah, like you rotated pretty quick, but you... So you are already heaven. It looks like you're taking some shots from heaven, but then like... Now, like, you come back. I don't know. I feel like
Spike
your Brim is using his ult. Your Brim is about to get into an engagement, you know.
Last player standing.
And now you're just like, while your Brim was dying, you weren't, you know, like you weren't fighting at the same time. Oh, good kill.
Let's try.
Yeah, I think
Like dumb.
we just got to get the timing down, right? And in this situation, when I say get the timing down, I'm talking about
Yeah, it's timeout.
like you need to be fighting at the right time because you are waiting until you're in a clutch situation. That's how I feel. I feel like you don't go for something until you are now in a clutch situation. What I would have liked to see, I know that you like came back for a Vandal or some shit. I think that we need to take advantage of timing and not having a better gun. You had a Spectre. You could have closed the gap. You were heaven already. The moment you got smoked off into heaven, I would like to see you drop from heaven. You know? I don't know if I've ever seen that. That is a play style thing that I think people can notice, but not everyone can notice stuff like that. You know? It's not easy to notice. That's like, oh, like their Sage always goes heaven, but the moment we smoke that shit off, dude, she always goes CT. That is something that a skilled team, like a high level team that's really paying attention, they would probably notice something like that, you know? Yeah, I don't really know what I'm getting at, but all I mean to say is that, like, you want to really be fighting with your teammates, even if you're not next to your teammates. Like, even if you're heaven and you've got like 2 or 3 teammates like CT and one flanking, right? Like, the moment any of them make an engagement, like make contact, Sage, I would like to see you move, or I would like to see you be the one to make first contact, you know? But I would like you to start exercising a little bit of change there.
Now just to reset
Yeah,
for a
it's timeout.
second. Either that or listen for detection.
Yeah, I think you should play up and play
Other we
line from next. I'm just having a Spectre.
Demo,
I'm gonna
going
wall
in.
deep.
He was buying for next
Okay.
because I don't have a lot of money at all.
That's how you
Buy for
survive.
next, alright.
For the most part, Demo, I think your Killjoy usage is pretty decent.
Here.
But
Yep.
B.
Placing sentry.
at the same time, I think it's a little bit late, and it's also set up in such a way that you can't take advantage of it. Like this turret, like you can't really do anything.
Guys, they didn't make it through.
Like you're gonna swing off the turret, but you have a Spectre and you're standing so far away. You know, it's like you kind of can't
Someone's here.
take too much advantage of it.
I'm gonna ult.
Taruka at least.
Yours here.
How long does the KO ult last?
It's too long.
That's something I would want to know.
Yeah, they're distracted by me. Okay, they got me.
Wait for the TP, Zach. I'm not
There's
sure
a
if
couple
they'll hit
there.
it.
You might want to throw one of you back. I'm already here. I'm still hookah.
Grab the orb on B.
Tell if everything can make it on the call.
You gotta shoot the dart, brother. You're like reloading for like 2 bullets. You know, it's
Grab
like
the orb on B.
Tell if everything can make it on the
yeah, you're like reloading for 2 bullets. You don't shoot the dart out, and you know you just end up getting shit on.
I know. I was trying to with my knife.
I have no idea where to go on that one.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Topher, I hope you called out that there's one close CT because you heard it.
Last player standing.
Hit that guy. I hit him before. Hit him 7 times.
I think because they have no time to react under that underhand, you
stock
don't
back
have to
up.
throw. This is just my opinion. You could probably just throw right out the corner. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna look at it and either freak out, look down, or just be blind as hell.
Yeah, yeah.
Throwing out behind you, maybe for certain.
Well, then he can't peek unless he's. Like, if
You
there's
can
behind
throw
him, he
it.
could just peek, right? That's why you do that.
Depending, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's and I'm trying to get it so that it pops like
Turn
yeah,
up.
I didn't that was just kind of like I just threw that shit that time.
Yeah, it's tough. I got my res and they are droning a short, so it was a
Couple
short.
A shower.
You go Topher.
Dog out
Yours a
shower.
short.
He's near me.
Yours, they're pushing lamps. Nice.
How does he? Don't get it.
One showers, two.
132 on Silva and Cubby to the short.
Can't slow walk here, bro. You gotta freaking run it.
Insight?
You gotta run it. Your team is in trouble.
Yeah.
They're
At
pushing
least,
right now.
I know your team's not really calming it that well, but like your team is in trouble. You gotta get out there.
Silva's hit 132.
I'm flashing.
And what? They're gonna be.
Oh, Silva's the lamps. And Sky TP'd. Sky had the bomb. It's B.
One enemy
No
remaining.
more
Alright,
Sova.
2v1, 2v1.
2 versus 1, guys. Play
He's
together.
planning. Wait a sec.
Play together. Keep the most like
Spike
a default.
planted.
Where are you?
I'm,
TCT. TCT.
Gotta go back. Get it done back, bitch.
okay, there.
She's
Where's it?
probably, yeah. Gotta be.
Last player
Nice.
No way,
standing.
105, 105.
Right behind.
She's one shot.
Nice.
Bad
Flying all light? Shit.
spot. I'm putting my wall up deep.
Placing sentry.
A short. A short couple. 2 with these.
Just get back and stay there.
All right, so same setup. I'd like to see you try to be good for 2 here. Honestly, like the setup should be pretty easy. Your Sage is fighting already. Oh my god. Let's go. Let's go. Get that kill. There it is.
Nice.
You know there's another one short.
Yours pushing. Probably at default-ish.
A little bit too much back and forth, man. I think you're a little scared.
Go back towards site.
See, if you weren't like running back and forth, right, and you had simply like held a position where you were ready to swing off your turret, I think you would have got that kill because, like,
Pushing. Probably at default-ish.
yeah, it's like there was like a full like second there where like Silva's just spraying at the turret. That's okay. You guys got this. 4v2. You did good work.
Yours in this puppy.
You were good for one. Hey,
Go
I know I
together.
give you a lot of
Go
shit because
together.
this is your VOD review,
Yeah.
but you were good for one. That's like the most important thing. If everyone was good for one, you guys would be winning more.
And that was not.
Short that I... Watching short, guys.
They're up close.
I got it.
B long.
Yeah, the walls watching short, guys. We're crunching. They're all there, yeah.
Okay, little quick critique.
Let me flash. Let me just flash for you.
Sage, I don't like this wall off the rip. I hate it, honestly. Like, it saves you 20 seconds. Doesn't really do anything. Now you don't have a wall for retake on B. Your B players are going to get shit on. You know, like, you already have a Killjoy here. I think we can probably split our Sentinels, like, get Sage and KJ on opposite sides. Did we have a... we have a Killjoy all. This is, Alright, this is a mistake on your end, brother. I'm sorry, but you have a Killjoy ult. Dude, don't fight this. Just get past it, put your ult down. Get past it, put your ult down. You know, imagine you put your ult here, they're going to have to run back.
Watch there, Jay. Watch out.
Look,
99 on chamber.
everyone is just taking turns dying. You know? Anyways, yeah, so especially like if you can rotate there quick enough, right? And they haven't really hit the site yet, like you could hit that Killjoy ult, and that's gonna push them back, and they're gonna make a decision to either like wait it out or hit the site. But I think that you could either allow them to jump on site, maybe that'd be a good play to allow them to jump on site and then hit the Killjoy ult. I think that could have probably been a decent play. But I think that I don't know. I think that what happened here is that like all you guys decided to try to fight like some ego fight alone and you know, just lost it.
2 in hookah at least.
Brim was
Damn,
garden,
your elbow.
chamber was hookah. Chamber
Last
99.
player standing. Spike planted.
Why does? Sad.
All right. Brim, I need you to, if you're gonna continue to be a lurker like that, especially against a chamber, you gotta learn to,
Demo hit and play out all rounds.
like, you gotta be listening for that before
didn't
you get tagged
make
by
the
it, so that way you can smoke it off. So hopefully you can get
Yeah.
past it.
I don't have
Something
enough.
to keep in mind.
I'm gonna go light shield.
I would like to see you successfully flank by smoking off a trip. Like maybe you can make that one of your goals for the next scrim.
I don't know if you guys want to push up
You know,
enough
to
get
successfully use that
They're not.
idea, you know, to get past,
I mean,
you know,
They are
chamber
not
utility
good on
is by
flanks.
smoking it off. I would like to see you, you know, try that as a lurker.
Hey, start flanking. They usually don't
Coming up.
rotate.
Coming up. They'll throw the TP in mid.
Nice.
Oh shit! Southpaw, let's go.
All right, Raze has got a good spot. You can get out of there. Yep.
Or Yuru. Yuru down.
Yep.
Spike
Swarm these
down.
guys. Swarm them. Run through that smoke. Run through that smoke and help your
I
raise.
tried.
Oh
I couldn't get
shot.
out there.
Smoke's about
Tried
to go
splitting
down.
them. Had to
Pushing
push
up.
towards B from that.
You guys are pushing.
Oh no! Why?
All right.
Stop pushing,
They're
guys.
split.
I'm
What's
running
going
back.
on?
Stop pushing.
So Sova was back here.
Oh no,
hold
chamber,
me.
chamber's
What do you hear?
You go, Jay.
Only two of them.
One
go.
enemy remaining.
That's like,
Sova was holding
Spike
outside his
down,
back
B.
off.
I'll stay
Start
here.
pushing out. You should probably push out. We got Spike.
Oh, you got Spike?
Spike
Oh, you spiked me.
Destroyed.
okay.
Just hold
okay,
that demo.
We're chilling.
Yeah, we have Spike here.
Hey, he could go CT. You gotta watch that for him. He could go CT.
He might be coming through CT.
I'm gonna hold who.
Okay.
30 seconds left.
Alright, let me just get your
Ooh.
Demo
Ain't good.
spot pinged him on site on A, so he should.
He might have got through CT behind you, Topher. That's what he's
I'm
telling
gonna
me.
go- Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
should
checking.
run that then. Run
Yeah,
that.
hold on.
Because Topher can watch Garden, so he can't get into B if he's
Okay,
on
he's
CT.
Yeah.
There, he's there, he's there.
10 seconds left.
Me and you don't was versus one. Me and you. Come on, 10 seconds.
Just hide. That's all you gotta do is hide.
Yeah, we're chilling.
I didn't have to run that.
Match point.
Party's over. Let's
Flank them. If they're not, I'm gonna fall down. Yeah. Back
There, there.
mid. Done is
They were mostly all there, so we could pull a flank on either side.
exactly. So if they're all B, I'm gonna fall back, and one of you guys long flank A. What they've typically done is had a chamber winner or two. All right.
Can I get this?
Let's hope.
So let's win this and buy up.
Yeah, just assume like.
Buy everything.
It's gonna flash for you, okay?
What'd she say, Booher?
Placing
Play it like
swarm
it's a
grenade.
real game, even if.
Barrier. Placing alarm bot.
Oh yeah.
Swarm
Break
grenade.
them all. A short. One at least.
Turret
two long.
out.
All right, I'm going long.
I'm gonna ult.
Not too early, brother. Not too early. Wait for your stuff.
Nobody came shower this time.
What worries me is that this ult is gonna push them back towards B, and so now your Raze might run into like a
Watch for
5v1.
flank. They're coming back.
Um,
Yep.
She was waiting. He was waiting. I went the
So,
wrong way.
so the reason why that alt doesn't work is that I fear that, like your team wasn't set up for your alt, right? So I feel that that alt, it kind of makes your opponents run away, right? And so now you have this setup where you have a flanker, but your flanker now is, you know, is like basically your opponents are now focusing on turning around, right? Like they're focusing on everything else except for A site at this point. And so you end up losing two in the process. I don't know. I think this is a case where you need to experiment with like, okay, maybe we need to use my ult for retakes from now on moving forward. Rather than preemptively. I don't know. I think that's something where you need to make an active decision on how you're going to use your ult this for any particular round, so that way you can actively learn from it, not just play more and learn each other's play style, right? Like that's too much of a blanket statement, and we will not learn quick enough, right? And so yeah. So just something to keep in mind. I don't know if this Killjoy ultimate was the best way to play it, but also like you've got like I don't know, you had 2 people die too early at the same time, I think. Like no trades possible, just everybody just died. I don't know.
They're planning B. I'm gonna go elbow with you.
Spike planted.
TP, I think that was
Nice.
Prim's gonna be hooked up.
Okay, you ready?
Got Brim ult.
Got one.
Oh, Sage, do you have a wall?
Now's the time to start.
Did you waste it? You got tank half. Did you get half, brother?
Last
Oh,
player
Oh, you did get half.
Got it
Okay.
halfway.
Oh shit. Good.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh, you're right. Nice try.
No. I was trying to clear hookah. I mean,
You did get half.
I
Good
don't
job.
know.
Good try.
Overtime.
Almost got it.
Got here and cleared this and this. And
Here.
you guys were
It was all clear.
Right? Time to
giving up the hate.
What the
Fake. It's fake. Yeah. Sky and Yarrow, and they smoked it again. Well, they're gonna put us in 25 seconds if we wait out the smoke.
Alright, let's hoot on smokes, right?
What it's worth, here was on this side when he was holding it.
Placing sentry.
The Yarrow, I should have got ready with you.
Placing
Okay,
swarm
look at
grenade.
Oh, there he is,
Swarm grenade
28.
out.
The Yarrow, I should have got ready with you.
I'm hoping that you guys can kind of learn from some of these mistakes. I feel like your guys' executes tend to be like this, where like one or two of you seems to have this idea about pushing the smoke, right? And then one or two of you have this idea of like not pushing the smoke. But the problem is that differentiation in the protocol, like what to do when we get smoked off A short, is that like see your Sage is trying to take some space here, like trying to creep her way up. But then once the smoke fades, like she's dead, right? Like she loses that fight. She tried. It's a 50-50 fight. She tried, but lost that fight. Like, but Killjoy, like I also think that you need to be standing like right, like you need to be standing right here, because right here you're still covered from that right hand angle, and you can still watch hookah, or not hookah, you can still watch the U-Haul peek, and when Sage dies, you can swing and trade her. Like you can attempt to, at least. Like I'm not saying that you're gonna always successfully do it, but you could at least be there to trade. But at the position that you're holding is so baity that like all that can happen is that Sage gets into a fight and you're not able to help at all. You know what I mean? So
Oh, there he is,
Swarm
28.
grenade out.
I don't know.
I should have got
Very little togetherness. So now, like way later, are you gonna go kind of peek this?
30 seconds left.
Nice.
Found them. Targets destroyed.
You know, one's flank,
Got one.
one's U-Haul.
Last
Oh, he
player
was there.
standing.
I knew he was there. I didn't know you could tuck that much.
I was out in the open. I was trying to explain. I was gonna definitely.
Nothing A short.
All right, guys. So this is a time where you guys really need to try to go for something. I kind of dislike that you're still doing the same Killjoy setup plus the Sage wall. It's not horrible, I guess. But the thing that I think is really bad is that Killjoy, you're playing it the same way every single time. I would like to see you in a different position here. Yeah, I would like to see you somewhere maybe like where you're slightly less untradeable. I don't know. I mean, U-Haul is a good position. It's just that you've been playing it the same way, kind of easy to counter. In my opinion, it's easy to counter. I don't know if these guys are really capable of doing it, but I just feel like they can counter that. Yeah. So yeah, I would just like to see you play it a little bit differently, you know, because we kind of want to throw them off, you know. Like the thing is, like this setup here, your opponents, they've won this setup several times, so I'd like to see you guys change it a little bit.
Yeah,
Wait, do you wanna peek this?
We gotta win this.
I'm gonna just throw my boombot
Wall raised.
here.
A short. Nothing A short.
How? I was fucking bad. Okay.
I'm not going through TP.
3 of them are hit for 40.
Oh, do you hear him? They're calling, right?
Sage, where you at? You gotta Sage.
The showers.
There's a lot of stuff here. You gotta come here.
Oh no. I think you guys should have pushed out that smoke because you already had a teammate out there. Yeah, you got to get out. Get out. Get out.
Here. You gotta come here.
Yeah, see, I think that you guys really needed to just like
There's a lot of stuff here. You gotta come.
both of you guys are skipping CT going elbow. You guys have always done that. Kind of expected at this point, I think. In my opinion, I don't know. I think it's hella predictable. But you know, I know that these guys aren't as good, but still, like it's you guys are playing it the same exact way every time.
Oh, Cubby. Watch your hookah.
Nice,
and,
Sage. Get out there, Sage.
Last player standing.
Not sure what you're doing.
And that was a fake Hero's Garden. Hero's Garden.
It's one on site.
Sage. Doing this with your mouse.
That was the guy that was on site.
Oh, good try.
Nice try.
Attackers win.
Oh man, kind of a couple throws there. I think you guys lost a lot of rounds that you definitely didn't need to lose. But overall, I think it was decent and it was okay. Little things for you guys to work on. But overall, what I see is that individually, you guys obviously can get some kills. I think coordination-wise, I think you guys need a lot of work. I see. It's the nicest way to say this. I don't see a lot of coordination out of you guys. Like I don't see you guys really like working with each other. It kind of looks like you guys are just like solo queuing comp or solo queuing unrated or something. You know, it's just like a very, very non-protocol style of playing, and everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and which is okay. Like it's totally okay because I understand that you guys don't have like a strategist, right, and an analyst, and you guys don't have like all this time to run these plays and try to ingrain protocol into your guys' brains. You know, like I know that it's like super tough. But what I would love to see is just on a macro level, just to see you guys just work with each other. It could be like in like a buddy system, pairs, just like a round where you guys just kind of like have this idea, like, oh, like this is how we're gonna play this. You know, that's something I would really like to see. You know, and I just really see you guys like think outside the box and really take advantage of some of these agents' utility. Yeah, so what I would like to do is I would like to probably I'd like to play a game with a couple of you guys. It doesn't have to be with the whole team, probably preferably not the whole team. It'd probably just be, you know, I want to play with like 2 of you guys, you know, we can play a couple unrateds or something. And then play with the other 2 or 3 of you guys and we could play a couple unrateds. Something like that. But I think that I would like to be in game with you guys to kind of give you guys an idea on how I want you guys to play your scrims and how to do your scrims. Because like I said, and I'm honestly like, I know that like it might be more intense for you guys like playing these scrims like mentally, but like I'm sure you can probably agree when you look at these scrims that they're kind of no different than unrated or comp. Like, you know, there's really no difference. Like there's kind of no crazy teamwork. There's nothing special going on. It just seems like you guys are playing regular, but I don't want you guys to play regular. I would like to see you guys play above regular, you know. Yeah. So that's all I got. This is a long video. I feel like all I was doing was just talking trash on you. I'm sorry, Demo and friends. Yeah, I think there's a lot of little things we could probably work on. I know you guys can get there. And I think one of the best ways is probably if I could just sit down with you guys and play like a game with you guys just to like try to share like what's going through my mind when I'm thinking that like it's practice time, and I want you guys to try to implement that same stuff into you know, your own practices, not even just your practices but your games. Yeah, because you know, I know we have limited time. So anyways, thanks guys. It's a long one, you know. Hopefully you just fast forwarded through most of it. I know I was just like talking shit the most of the time, you know, but hopefully some of it was helpful. Yeah, so good luck guys.